The hidden truth, done the wrong way, it can silently spike inflammation, stress your liver, and block nutrient absorption, especially as you age. Latest scientific research reveals eggs can either become a metabolic superfood or a long-term risk, depending on timing, quantity, and your insulin response. Most seniors make serious mistakes without realizing it, leading to fatigue, weak muscles, and cholesterol confusion. Watch till the end because I'm unveiling daily hidden truths about your health and wellness. Write your personal problems or questions in the comments. Solutions will be explained in the next video. Subscribe now. Let's come to the topic. Eggs are one of the most misunderstood foods in modern nutrition, and this misunderstanding has cost millions of people their energy, strength, and mental clarity. When you eat 4 whole eggs, you're not just eating food, you're delivering a highly bioavailable biological signal to your muscles, brain, and hormones. Each egg contains complete protein, meaning it provides all essential amino acids in the exact ratios your body recognizes and uses efficiently. This matters because incomplete proteins force your body to compensate, while eggs switch muscle building and repair pathways on immediately. Here's the part most people don't realize. It's not just the protein quantity, it's the amino acid trigger that changes everything. Eggs are naturally rich in leucine, the single most powerful amino acid for activating muscle protein synthesis. Leucine directly turns on mTOR, the pathway responsible for preserving muscle mass, especially as you age. After 40, your body becomes resistant to weak protein signals, a condition called anabolic resistance. Eggs overcome this resistance without requiring massive portions or expensive supplements. This is why seniors who rely on light proteins often lose muscle, even when they think they're eating healthy. Eggs send a loud, clear signal to your muscles: grow, repair, and protect. But muscle is only half the story. Eggs are also one of the most concentrated natural sources of choline, a nutrient critical for brain function, memory formation, nerve signaling, and liver fat metabolism. Choline is required to produce acetylcholine, the neurotransmitter responsible for learning, focus, and muscle contraction. Low choline levels are linked to brain fog, memory decline, and even fatty liver. Over 90% of adults don't meet daily choline requirements, and most don't even know this nutrient exists. 4 eggs provide a massive portion of your daily choline needs in a form your body absorbs easily. Another hidden advantage of eggs is nutrient synergy. The fat in egg yolks dramatically improves absorption of fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K from other foods you eat with them. This means eggs don't just nourish you, they upgrade the nutritional value of your entire meal. Vegetables eaten without fat pass through partially unused. Add eggs and absorption increases severalfold. This is why people who eat eggs with vegetables often show better vitamin status than those who avoid yolks out of cholesterol fear. Speaking of cholesterol, here's where fear has replaced physiology. Dietary cholesterol from eggs does not automatically translate into clogged arteries. Your liver produces most of your cholesterol internally, and when you eat cholesterol-rich foods like eggs, your body often makes less of it. Eggs also raise HDL, the so-called good cholesterol, which acts as a cleanup system for arterial plaque. The real danger doesn't come from eggs, it comes from pairing eggs with refined carbohydrates, sugar, and seed oils, which disrupt lipid metabolism and create oxidized cholesterol. Egg protein also has one of the highest biological values of any food, meaning your body uses nearly all of it for repair and maintenance rather than converting it to waste. This makes eggs especially valuable during weight loss, recovery, and aging. When calorie intake drops, muscle loss usually follows. Eggs slow or stop this process. This is one reason people who include eggs regularly maintain strength, even when eating fewer calories. Most people miss eggs stabilize blood sugar. Protein and fat slow glucose absorption, preventing insulin spikes that lead to cravings and fatigue. This makes eggs uniquely useful for people struggling with insulin resistance, prediabetes, or stubborn belly fat. A breakfast centered around eggs can reduce hunger hormones for hours, naturally lowering calorie intake without willpower. Eggs also contain sulfur, containing amino acids, which support detoxification pathways in the liver. This helps your body process toxins, hormones, and metabolic waste more efficiently. When detox pathways are supported, inflammation drops and energy improves. People often chase supplements for this benefit while ignoring the simplest food-based solution. Quality matters, but even standard eggs deliver these benefits. Pasture-raised and omega-3 enriched eggs provide even more antioxidants like lutein and zeaxanthin, which protect eye health and reduce oxidative stress in the brain. These compounds accumulate in the retina and neural tissue, acting as long-term protection against age-related decline. The real danger is not eating eggs. It's eating them incorrectly, inconsistently, or fearing them altogether. When eggs are removed from the diet, people often replace them with processed cereals, toast, or low-protein meals that accelerate muscle loss and mental fatigue. Eggs are not just food, they are metabolic instructions. Used correctly, they preserve strength, sharpen the brain, and protect your body as you age. Ignore them, and the cost shows up quietly in weaker muscles, slower thinking, and declining resilience. When you eat eggs is just as powerful as how many you eat, and this is where most people unknowingly sabotage the benefits. Your body operates on hormonal rhythms, not calorie math. In the morning and immediately after light activity, like walking, your insulin sensitivity is at its highest. This means nutrients are more likely to be pushed into muscle and cells for repair instead of being stored as fat. Eating 4 eggs during this window doesn't just feed you, it programs your metabolism for the rest of the day. Miss this timing and the same eggs can behave very differently inside your body. Here's the critical truth many people never hear. Insulin itself is not the enemy, insulin mismanagement is. Eggs eaten in the morning create a low, controlled insulin response while delivering a strong protein signal. This combination tells your body, build and stabilize, not store and inflate. When people delay protein and start their day with carbohydrates, insulin spikes without the muscle building signal, leading to energy crashes, cravings, and fat gain later. Eggs flip this entire pattern. After a walk, even a simple 30-minute one, your muscle cells temporarily open special transport channels that pull in amino acids without requiring high insulin. This is a golden metabolic window. When eggs are eaten during this period, their leucine content directly enters muscle tissue, reinforcing strength and preventing muscle breakdown. This is especially important for seniors because muscle loss accelerates rapidly when this window is ignored. Many older adults walk daily, but then eat hours later, wasting the benefit of that activity without realizing it. Another overlooked factor is cortisol. Cortisol naturally peaks in the morning. When protein is delayed, cortisol remains elevated, promoting muscle breakdown and blood sugar instability. Eggs in the morning blunt excessive cortisol, helping preserve muscle and protect the brain. This is why people who eat eggs early often report better focus, calmer energy, and fewer mid-day crashes. It's not motivation, it's biochemistry. Eating eggs later in the day, especially at night, can interfere with digestion and metabolic repair for certain individuals. Protein digestion is energy intensive. When consumed too late, it competes with nighttime repair processes, including fat burning and cellular cleanup. This doesn't mean eggs are bad at night, but the return on investment is far higher earlier in the day or post-activity. This is a subtle but powerful lever for metabolic health. There's also the appetite regulation effect. Eggs consumed in the morning reduce ghrelin, the hunger hormone, for hours. This naturally lowers snacking and sugar cravings without conscious restriction. People often blame willpower when the real issue is poor meal timing. Eggs early remove the biological drive to overeat later. This is why individuals who struggle with portion control suddenly find it effortless when eggs anchor their first meal. Blood sugar control improves dramatically with this strategy. Instead of riding a glucose roller coaster, the body experiences steady energy delivery. This reduces the need for frequent meals and protects the pancreas from constant insulin demand. Over time, this improves insulin sensitivity rather than worsening it. The irony is that many people avoid eggs fearing cholesterol while unknowingly damaging their insulin system through poor timing and food choices. Another hook most people miss is fat oxidation. When eggs are eaten in a fasted or semi-fasted state, like morning or post-walk, the body is primed to burn fat alongside protein utilization. Eggs do not shut down fat burning the way refined carbs do. Instead, they support it. This is why people often notice a reduction in stubborn belly fat without changing calories when egg timing is optimized. The brain also benefits from this timing. Morning choline intake supports neurotransmitter production during peak cognitive demand hours. This enhances memory, reaction time, and mental clarity. People who eat eggs early often report sharper thinking without caffeine dependence. Delaying eggs until later shifts this benefit to a time when it's less useful. The biggest mistake seniors make is treating all meals as equal. Aging bodies require precision, not randomness. Protein timing becomes non-negotiable. When eggs are eaten late or inconsistently, muscle loss accelerates, even if total protein intake seems adequate. This leads to weakness, balance issues, and slower recovery. Eggs eaten at the right time act as insurance against this decline. Timing is not a trend or a hack, it's physiology. Eggs are a powerful tool, but only when aligned with your body's natural rhythms. Use them when your cells are receptive and they build strength, stabilize blood sugar, and sharpen the mind. Ignore timing and their potential is quietly wasted, leaving people confused about why healthy eating isn't delivering results. The most dangerous part about eating eggs isn't the eggs themselves. It's what people do to them without realizing the damage they're creating. When eggs are cooked in seed oils like soybean, canola, corn, or sunflower oil, a chemical transformation occurs that turns a protective food into an inflammatory trigger. These oils are highly unstable under heat. The moment they reach cooking temperature, they oxidize and produce toxic byproducts that attack your cells, your arteries, and your mitochondria. This is where the real problem starts, and almost no one is talking about it. Here's the hidden truth. Cholesterol only becomes harmful when it's oxidized. Eggs contain cholesterol, but in its natural, unoxidized form. It's not only safe, it's essential for hormone production, brain health, and cell membrane integrity. The danger begins when eggs are fried in seed oils. The unstable fats oxidize the cholesterol in the yolk, creating oxidized LDL particles that your immune system recognizes as a threat. This triggers inflammation inside blood vessels, accelerating arterial damage. People blame eggs, but the real culprit is the oil in the pan. Seed oils are loaded with omega-6 fatty acids, which are already overconsumed in modern diets. When heated, these fats generate aldehydes and free radicals that overwhelm your body's antioxidant defenses. These compounds don't just disappear after the meal. They embed into cell membranes, disrupt signaling, and impair insulin sensitivity. This is one reason people feel heavy, sluggish, or inflamed after eating eggs at restaurants, yet feel fine when eating eggs at home cooked properly. Another hook most people miss is how this affects cholesterol test results. People eat eggs fried in seed oils, then see their LDL rise and assume eggs are the cause. In reality, Oxidized fats interfere with liver cholesterol processing. The liver responds by altering lipoprotein output, increasing small, dense LDL particles, the ones most associated with cardiovascular risk. Eggs didn't do this. The cooking medium did. The damage doesn't stop at the heart. Oxidized seed oils impair gut lining integrity. This increases intestinal permeability, allowing inflammatory compounds to enter the bloodstream. Once this happens, systemic inflammation rises, joints ache, brain fog appears, and immune function weakens. Many seniors experience this cascade and never connect it to how they cook their food. They remove eggs instead of removing the oil, making the problem worse by losing a nutrient, dense protein source. There's also a metabolic cost. Seed oils interfere with mitochondrial function, reducing your ability to convert food into energy. This means even if you're eating enough calories, your cells behave as if they're starving. Fatigue increases, muscle recovery slows, and fat storage rises. Eggs are meant to fuel energy production, but seed oils block that benefit at the cellular level. High heat makes the situation even worse. Scrambling or frying eggs at high temperatures in seed oils rapidly increases oxidation. The longer the oil is heated, the more toxic it becomes. Reused oils, common in restaurants, are exponentially more damaging. This is why eating eggs out often leaves people feeling inflamed or bloated for hours afterward. It's not sensitivity, it's chemistry. There's a reason traditional cultures cooked eggs in butter, ghee, or animal fats. These fats are stable under heat and resist oxidation. Butter and ghee contain fat, soluble vitamins that actually protect cholesterol from oxidative damage. When eggs are cooked in these fats, the cholesterol remains intact and functional. Instead of triggering inflammation, the meal supports hormone balance and cellular repair. Another overlooked consequence is brain health. Oxidized fats cross the blood-brain barrier and interfere with neurotransmitter signaling. Over time, this contributes to memory decline and cognitive fatigue. Seniors often experience this gradually and assume it's aging, not realizing their daily cooking habits are accelerating neurological stress. The most tragic part is that people who cook eggs in seed oils often believe they're making a heart-healthy choice. This misinformation has been reinforced for decades. In reality, replacing traditional fats with industrial oils has coincided with rising rates of metabolic disease, cardiovascular issues, and cognitive decline. Eggs became the scapegoat while the real offender stayed hidden. Avoiding this mistake instantly changes how eggs behave in the body. When cooked properly, eggs reduce inflammation, stabilize cholesterol, and support recovery. When cooked incorrectly, they amplify oxidative stress and metabolic dysfunction. This single decision, what touches the pan, determines whether eggs become medicine or poison. The 4-egg protocol is not just a random recommendation. It is a precise, science-backed strategy designed to maximize nutrient delivery, preserve muscle, and optimize metabolic health. Eating 4 eggs in a single meal creates a concentrated signal for your body to engage in repair, muscle synthesis, and fat metabolism simultaneously. This is not about overeating or mindless protein loading. It is about leveraging the power of protein timing, nutrient density, and meal composition in a way that most people have never even considered. The problem is most seniors unknowingly scatter their protein intake, diluting the effects of every meal. Here's the first hidden truth: 4 eggs provide a high dose leucine signal, which is the master amino acid for turning on muscle protein synthesis. This is particularly critical for people over 50 because age-related anabolic resistance reduces the efficiency of protein signaling. In practical terms, smaller amounts of protein fail to stimulate the muscles fully, leading to gradual muscle loss, even if total daily intake seems adequate. 4 eggs at one meal overcome this resistance, creating a powerful anabolic environment that promotes strength, mobility, and metabolic resilience. Timing is equally crucial. Consuming 4 eggs in the morning or after light activity creates a synergistic effect with insulin sensitivity peaks and cortisol rhythms. This combination ensures amino acids are taken up efficiently by muscle cells rather than being diverted into fat storage. Many people eat eggs randomly throughout the day and wonder why they don't see improvements in energy or muscle. The 4-egg protocol eliminates this inefficiency by aligning biology with nutrition. It is a strategy built for results, not guesswork. Vegetable pairing is another key factor. Eggs are naturally high in fat, soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K. When consumed with vegetables, these nutrients are absorbed at significantly higher rates. This means your meal is not just protein, it is a complete nutrient delivery system. Seniors who follow this protocol often notice improvements in energy, skin health, and cognitive clarity within days because the body is finally receiving bioavailable micronutrients alongside high-quality protein. Ignoring this pairing reduces nutrient absorption and diminishes the benefits of an otherwise powerful meal. The protocol also works as a metabolic stabilizer. 4 eggs supply steady protein and fat, which moderates blood sugar and reduces ghrelin, the hunger hormone, for hours. This naturally curbs mid-morning cravings and prevents overeating later in the day. Most people struggle with portion control, not because of willpower, but because their meals fail to deliver lasting satiety. Eggs fix this problem at the biochemical level. By stabilizing glucose and hunger signals, the 4-egg meal creates effortless calorie control without conscious dieting. Fat quality is another hidden lever. Cooking the eggs in stable fats like butter or ghee prevents oxidative damage and maintains nutrient integrity. Avoiding seed oils ensures that the cholesterol and fatty acids in eggs remain functional, supporting hormone production, brain function, and cardiovascular health. This is where most people fail. They focus on quantity but ignore the quality of cooking fat, negating the benefits of an otherwise ideal meal. Using proper fats transforms the 4-egg meal from just protein into a complete metabolic reset. The protocol also promotes muscle recovery and joint support. Eggs contain sulfur containing amino acids that fuel detoxification pathways in the liver and reduce oxidative stress. This protects joints and soft tissues while supporting overall recovery. Seniors following this protocol often report less joint stiffness and faster recovery from everyday activities. The impact is subtle at first, but becomes pronounced within weeks when consistently applied. Ignoring this strategy allows inflammation and oxidative stress to accumulate silently over years. Brain health is another powerful benefit. The choline in 4 eggs provides a significant boost to acetylcholine production, supporting memory, focus, and neural communication. When consumed strategically in the 4-egg protocol, this nutrient supports cognitive clarity during peak mental performance hours. Seniors who incorporate this protocol often experience improved mental sharpness and reduced brain fog, showing that eggs are not just for muscles, they are a full body performance enhancer. Finally, the protocol simplifies nutrition. Many people overcomplicate diets with multiple small meals, supplements, or processed foods. The 4-egg strategy consolidates essential nutrients, high-quality protein, and metabolic signaling into one practical, easy-to-follow approach. Compliance becomes easier, benefits are measurable, and the risk of nutrient deficiency drops dramatically. It is precision nutrition in its simplest form, designed for efficiency, sustainability, and real-world results. The 4-egg protocol, when executed correctly, transforms a common food into a powerful metabolic tool, delivering muscle preservation, cognitive support, nutrient optimization, and energy stability all at once. Ignoring this method leaves most people missing out on what is essentially one of the easiest and most effective strategies for long-term health and vitality. In summary, eating 4 eggs every day, when done correctly, is not just a simple dietary choice. It's a strategic tool for transforming your health, from the inside out. Eggs provide complete protein rich in leucine, which directly stimulates muscle synthesis, preserves strength, and combats age-related muscle loss. They are loaded with choline to support brain function, memory, and liver health, while the healthy fats in the yolk enhance absorption of critical fat-soluble vitamins. Timing and preparation are everything. Consuming eggs in the morning or after activity maximizes nutrient delivery, stabilizes blood sugar, and reduces cravings, while cooking them in stable fats like butter prevents harmful oxidation. Avoiding seed oils eliminates hidden inflammation and protects your cardiovascular system. Following the 4-egg protocol alongside vegetables creates a full spectrum nutrient package supporting muscle, cognitive function, energy, and metabolic health. This is precision nutrition that works quietly and powerfully, especially for seniors who often make serious mistakes without realizing it. By understanding the science behind eggs, their timing and preparation, you can unlock their full potential and experience stronger muscles, sharper mental clarity, improved energy, and long-term vitality. Implement this strategy consistently, watch the results unfold, and take control of your health with one of nature's simplest yet most powerful superfoods. Write your personal questions or challenges in the comments, and I'll address the solutions in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe. Every day